Imagine this. You're playing a farming game on your phone. You buy chickens, cows, and beehives. They produce eggs, milk, and honey. But here's the twist. Your investments don't just stay on the screen. The money you spend goes into real farms, and the profits from real animals come back to you. It sounds like the ultimate win-win. You make money while gaming, and at the same time you're helping local farmers. Too good to be true? Well, in 2016, tens of thousands of people in Turkey believed in that dream, and they lost nearly $250 million because of one man. This is the insane story of Çiftlik Bank, also known as Çiftlik Bank, a game that turned into one of the largest frauds in Turkey's history. Our story starts with Mehmet Aydın. He grew up in Bursa, a big city in northwestern Turkey. His childhood wasn't glamorous, his family didn't have much, and he eventually dropped out of school. He worked as a dishwasher and waiter just to get by. But Mehmet wasn't just some quiet kid. He had big dreams. He wanted to be a famous rapper. He recorded songs, made connections in the Turkish rap scene, but fame never came. Instead, Mehmet stumbled into another world, online gaming. Like millions of others at the time, he loved Facebook's Farmville, and in 2016, Mehmet and a friend decided to create their own version. They worked from a basement apartment and released their game, Çiftlik Bank, literally farm bank. At first glance, it was a simple farming simulator. You bought animals with virtual gold, sold their products, expanded your farm, and competed with other players. But Mehmet added a revolutionary twist. Players could invest real money to buy gold. If their farm performed well, they could cash out virtual earnings back into real money. And the best part? Mehmet promised that the money wasn't just going into the game. It was being invested in real farms in Turkey. So, when you bought a chicken in the app, somewhere in Turkey a farmer supposedly raised a real chicken. The eggs, milk and honey would be sold in actual farm shops, and the profits would come back to you, the player. This idea spread like wildfire. It wasn't just a game anymore. It was pitched as a movement, supporting agriculture, supporting farmers, supporting the Turkish economy. By early 2017, Çiftlik Bank was everywhere. Within months, the game had 50,000 active players. Soon after, that number shot up to 500,000. Over 130,000 people invested real money. People weren't just spending pocket change. Some invested their entire life savings. Others took out massive loans. In total, $250 million flowed into the game. To make it all look real, Çiftlik Bank opened over 100 farm shops across Turkey. The shelves were stocked with cheese, honey, sausage and milk, all with the Çiftlik Bank logo. Players even received vouchers to shop there, supposedly using profits from their virtual farms. Mehmet held huge opening ceremonies, attended by local mayors and district governors. He became a celebrity. People crowded around him cheering. He needed bodyguards to keep fans away. But the math was suspiciously generous. For example, someone who paid about $4,200 for 3 virtual beehives could earn $840 per month. In just a year, they'd collect $5,800 in profit. That's nearly 40% more than they invested. No farm in the world grows that fast. But blinded by excitement, people kept pouring money in. By late 2017, the cracks started showing. Some players noticed payouts were delayed. Others accused the company of exaggerating its profits. Social media filled with angry comments. That's when Turkey's regulators started looking closer. Authorities discovered that Çiftlik Bank's bank accounts weren't even in Turkey. They were in northern Cyprus, hidden behind shell companies. The Ministry of Customs and Trade launched an official investigation. Mehmet knew the end was coming. In December 2017, he quietly sold his shares in the company. By early 2018, Çiftlik Bank stopped accepting new members and stopped paying out old ones. Then, in March 2018, the bomb dropped. The government officially declared that Çiftlik Bank was a scam. Prosecutors launched a criminal case. Arrest warrants were issued, but Mehmet Aydın was gone. Interpol put out a red notice, Police around the world were told to look for him. Where did he go? Uruguay. But instead of hiding, Mehmet flaunted his new life. He was spotted driving a Ferrari. He uploaded videos from his yacht. His former bodyguard revealed that even before fleeing, Mehmet often gambled and partied in casinos in northern Cyprus. Meanwhile, back in Turkey, chaos erupted. Furious investors raided one of the real farms, trying to seize animals to make up their losses. The scandal dominated Turkish headlines for months. Mehmet, from afar, claimed he was the victim. He said he wanted to pay everyone back but couldn't because the government had seized his assets. Nobody believed him. In January 2020, private investigators tracked him down in Brazil. A year later, in 2021, Mehmet shocked everyone when he voluntarily walked into the Turkish consulate in Sao Paulo and turned himself in. He was flown back to Turkey under heavy security. Crowds of journalists waited at the airport as he was escorted in handcuffs. And then came the charges. Prosecutors accused him of fraud, money laundering, and running a Ponzi scheme. If you add up all the charges, Mehmet was looking at a sentence of up to 89,000 years in prison. His assets in Uruguay were seized. His Ferrari, his yacht, his properties. At one point, he had stolen 8.5 million and 322 million lira in cash, but by the time he was arrested, he reportedly had just $13 left in his pocket. The story of Çiftlik Bank is a reminder of how easy it is to fall for something that sounds exciting and innovative. Mehmet Aydin wasn't a genius entrepreneur. He was just a scammer who dressed his fraud up as a video game. Hundreds of thousands of people believed him. They wanted to support their country, support farmers, and get rich at the same time. Instead, they lost everything.